Hi, it's Sandy Parker, and welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. Well, this is one of our last of our fast Christmas last-minute things we're going to be making. Decorations. And I know it seems like it's Christmas Eve, but it's just because Rich hasn't put the videos up as fast as I need him to. So all I'm going to do is kind of walk you through as fast as I can making a wreath. I hope you'll stay tuned. Of course you can make a wreath for any occasion, so it's not like this is going to be any big surprise for you, but I'm going to start at the bottom and just put a little dollop of glue to hold my ribbon in place. Now, what I do when I make something where I'm using a lot of ribbon is I wad it up in my hand like this, and then I go around the edges. Hold on, I gotta get another little dollop right there, because you know I'm gonna have to burn myself a few times when I do this. Okay, and I'm gonna layer more than one color, so that's why the gold is, you know, I don't have as much gold as I probably could use. I'm gonna put a little dollop of glue right in there. I'm gonna pull it tight like that. Kind of a way to avoid burning myself. Another little dollop right there. We're done with the first gold, and then I left a gap here. That's where my bow is going to be. My next ribbon is going to be this red, really glittery ribbon, and I'm going to start in the inside, back there, and hide my start like that. Then I haven't really done a bad job of burning myself yet, but you never know how long it's going to take till I do. For those of you who've watched me for a long time, you know it's just a matter of time. And do the same thing. I'm just putting a little bead of glue on each when I make each bend, just to make sure that each one of these is nice and tight, and that they stay in place, if you follow that. And I don't worry if I have a gap, because I'm going to be putting so many embellishments on this that it's not going to matter. So like I did before, I'm just going to keep going, and I'll come back after I've gotten the red all the way wrapped around. So where that gap was, I started another piece of, this is where I ended my red. I started another piece of gold ribbon underneath that, and I just have it glued to right there, like right here. I just started it under the back, rolled it around to this part, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a small loop like that, so that we have something that if we want to hang it from that part, we can. You see that? Like that. And then I'm going to put a big dollop of glue back there. And this is where I'm going to burn myself, as you know. And then I'm going to make my loop, not a huge loop, and I'm going to lay that into it. Yeah, I'm using my scissors. I'm not as stupid as I used to be, where I'd burn the crap out of myself at a moment's notice for no reason at all. Now at least I have a plan about how I'm going to burn myself. I don't need all this excess, so I'm going to cut that off. I just want to make sure that that stays nice and straight, and then it stays glued together. So that's how straight it is. And now, because this has got a wire in it, can be, you know, flatter, whatever. It's not that big a deal. Okay, now let's talk about our embellishments. I have a lot of these little red bells, and I have more ribbon that has gold and red in it. I have these, almost all of these things came from the Dollar Tree or garage sales, places that, you know, that are just not things that were expensive. I have this. Of course, you've seen those at the Dollar Tree. Everybody's seen those, I'm sure. And I have to cut all these little plastic enders off of them. Then I also have, I bought these at a garage sale. They're little mini ornaments, and there were a lot of gold and red ones in here. So I'm going to pull out more of the gold. This is going to be very simple. It's just going to be something that they can hang on a door of one of the seniors that I'm going to be dropping things to. That's the top. That's the thing. I like to make sure I make my top first so I know where not to put something. I don't know if I want to make it super simple. Let's go for super simple on this one, and then if I decide to make another one, maybe you'll see that one where I won't show the making of it, but I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I like just making little things like this that we can put on seniors' doors and make their rooms more cheerful. Sometimes I've made stockings, and that's fun too, where you get those inexpensive, you know, just your basic red stocking, and you hang it on their door. I like that. I think it's a cool look, and I think it really adds a lot of cheer. Some people don't have any visitors, you know, that sucks. So I really like to make sure that if I can make their days a little bit better near Christmas, I like to do that. I'm going to put this one right in here after I put a gold ball. Yeah, this is another time where I burn myself when I do anything like with these teeny things like these little balls. If I start to scream, you'll know what I did. I think you understand too that my my wreath is angled. The snowflake is not supposed to be at the bottom. It's supposed to be offset on the side. I want to make sure I said that because sometimes I confuse people with the things I do. There. I need a little bit of glue underneath there. For some reason, my glue isn't out, or else it's just not pushing through. Maybe my mini glue sticks are too mini for my mini glue gun. I don't know. So I found these kind of muted goldish bronze looking leaves, and I sprayed them with a little spray adhesive, and I threw some gold glitter on them. And yes, the gold glitter is making them shed like anything, but I really dig the way they came out, and I think I have to look at it to decide where I want to put these. I think I'm going to put one down underneath. I'll flip it over. This might be the easiest way to do it. Might be the hardest way to do it. Either way, I'm doing it this way. Or not. Let me flip it back over and see if that's what I was shooting for. Yeah, I think that is kind of what I was going for. Okay. So, that is how it will look. I think I need something else over in here. And as you know, you like to do things in odd numbers. I'm going to put one right there and maybe one in there. Okay, that's my plan. So, I'm going to put one right in here. Yeah, that was a lot of glue. Hold that in spot. And then I think one maybe right there. I don't know. That one so far is a mystery whether I'm going to like it or not. You'll probably know if you like it before I do. Come on, buddy. Lay the way I want you to. I want you to be right angled like that. Okay. So there is our wreath. I hope you enjoyed it, that even though it's almost Christmas, or Christmas is upon us, if you have an extra half an hour, I really encourage you to just grab a few of your crafty things and make something quick and take it over to your local senior home. I'm sure the people there will be so appreciative. I would show you the things I had made in the last few days. And so I figured I would just do like a quick run through for you. This is a little wreath that has beads, just those strings of beads, and then 3 layers of different kinds of ribbon, and that's all it takes to make. Then a very simple, how do you whatever you want to do with one of these, I just put a little corded ribbon there and a poinsettia. I like making these stands. It doesn't have any glass in it because I'm taking it to a senior home, but you can sit it, you can either hang it or sit it on their dresser. And I put some glitter in the background and then glued the poinsettia snowflake to it. Simple, fast, takes no time at all, and they love it because of the bling. I made this one, and that was just pattern papered that matched with my deer. And again, I took the glass out so that there's no worry that if they break it and get hurt. Then I made a tiny wreath. I had a little piece of styrofoam that was shaped like a wreath, and I thought it would be perfect for that. And I just wrapped 2 different kinds of cording around it and then glued some little rickrack on it, and there you have it. That'll be an ornament for somebody who has a tree. Then there's another one of those. This one's kind of cool because these move a little bit. I thought that was kind of neat, but very simple. Again, all I did was glue a Dollar Tree ornament onto pattern paper, and this is 2 different kinds of pattern paper, and I just layered it up. Then this one, I just wrapped 1 kind of ribbon around. I made a loop on the back, and then I made little V's and glued them with a little Christmas tree on it. Then I put the stocking on, and I added one of the Christmas trees and a couple of pine cones, and I thought that one came out kind of fun. Again, you have to remember that some of these people are not able to have things that are breakable, so I have to be kind of cautious of that. Then I made this little fella. I thought he was cute. The paper was very simple, and I added a lot of glitter to it by putting I used a glue pen on all the circles and then put glitter on that and then shook it out, and that was that. I love making these little frames because they're so simple and they have a lot of impact, and they're easy to put on their tables or on their doors, so they're easy and nice. Then this one, I haven't decided if I'm done with it or not. I think he needs something else, but I just glued a snowman onto some paper. I think he probably needs a word, but I haven't gotten the word in my head yet. Did I do this one on video or not? I don't know. I think I did. I just put a little glitter on him and glued him to that. And that is the rest. That you've seen everything else. I hope you enjoyed these, that you give them a thumbs up and subscribe. Please tell your friends about me on social media because you know I love that. And have a very Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.